Hello everyone, this is Charlie from Godzilla Fan 2000. Today we have a Rebirth of Mothra figure review. Not Godzilla, but it's a Bandai figure. It is the Bandai Grand Ghidorah. Now if you can see, this is from Rebirth of Mothra 3. It's a Grand Ghidorah, the grand out of all the Ghidorahs. This figure is really cool. He's very rare. He's one of the rarest figures I have. But yeah, let's just do the review. Now guys, you probably remember my box day video about this guy. It only took like 1 minute and 10 seconds, but anyway. So Death Ghidorah, not Death Ghidorah, sorry, Grand Ghidorah. It's basically the grand out of all the King Ghidorahs, like Kaiser Ghidorah, but yeah, he's really awesome. This is the figure. By the way, you guys probably thinking, did I got this off eBay? No, I actually got this off Facebook. I got it from a Facebook marketplace. Someone was selling this for only $65 on Facebook. And it was a girl. She actually had this for a long time. She was going through her old stuff because she's moving to a new apartment, but she sold, I have it now from her, and she says it was from a Japanese kid in Japan, and so that's pretty surprising. This figure's being played by a Japanese child, which is pretty surprising. So, yeah, this figure is one of my favorite figures from my collection now, and it's pretty freaking huge, trust me. Grand Ghidorah is very big, and I mean seriously big. I mean, look at this figure. This figure is so big. Now, this figure doesn't really look a lot like the Grand Ghidorah figure. Here's an image of the figure right up on the screen here. As you can tell, the figure is different, my figure, to this one. Which kind of confuses me if this is a bootleg or not. But the heads are the exact same heads and the body's the exact same body, so yeah, this is definitely the print figure, definitely. But however, the problem that makes this not is it has no copyright information on the feet. Usually, Bandai will have a copyright information on its figures on the bottom of the foot. But sadly, it looks like Death Ghidorah, my one especially, doesn't have copyright issues on the bottom of the foot. Which kind of makes it sort of like a bootleg a little. And I hope this figure is not in a bootleg. If it is, I don't still really care. It's still a not Grand Ghidorah figure. Pretty cool figure. Now, if you don't know, now I think you probably know, but there are two other Grand Ghidorah, well, not Grand Ghidorah, but just other Ghidorah figures from Rebirth of Mothra. There's Death Ghidorah, who is another figure that's like this size to this, and there is also Cretaceous King Ghidorah, which is supposed to be a Ghidorah from the dinosaur era, I'm pretty sure, and Bandai made some figures of it, of course, which is pretty cool. And this guy sort of lacks articulation, so let's do the articulation. The heads, my heads are a little, so the heads do rotate, but I gotta be, yeah, they don't really rotate hugely, my ones, and I think everyone else's Grand Ghidorah does. Also, the heads move a little, they're a little bit. This figure has nothing for articulation, my figure. Now, I think many others has articulation that can move. Well, guys, my figure doesn't really have that much articulation. The legs are pretty stiff on mine and they don't really move. The tail doesn't move. I know, it doesn't actually move. The only articulation that really has on my figure are the heads and the necks. But I'm a bit worried if they will break off. sort of makes it like this is a bootleg more than the actual Bandai figure. But whatever, anyways, still an awesome figure. So the wings are stuck in a position, which they were anyways. Yeah, this is a cool figure. Now, I have nothing really to say about this toy as well, because I've basically explained it already. But now let's get on to prices. Grand King Ghidorah is very expensive. I got this one mine for $65. It's actually a kind of cheap price for this guy, for mine. So I got mine for a pretty cheap price. Because usually this guy will cost under $100 or $80 on the internet. So let's do the G-Fest. G-Fest, you'll probably find this guy for $70 or $60 at G-Fest. On the internet, you can get this guy for about $100 or $200. Yes, $100 and $200 on the internet. Pretty expensive price, but still a pretty awesome figure. It's not really worth it, but I would try finding it for a cheap price, like a cheaper price. Maybe about $80. It seems to be enough for this guy. Anyway, don't spend too much on this guy. Tell me in the comments if you're getting this guy. It's a really awesome Godzilla figure. Or not Godzilla, sorry. Rebirth of Mothra figure. Definitely the grand out of all the King Ghidorah figures. This guy takes a lot of space as well. He's really big. Anyway, so hope you all enjoyed this video. Subscribe, like, all that good stuff. And see you, G-fans.